Hello Virgo, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We will be doing your monthly January 2024 reading. So let's see what pops up for you. Again, this is going to be a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what does not, and understand all these messages from the universe are here to raise your awareness so you can use your power of choice to manifest and create the reality that you want. Okay, so love seeing that. Okay, let's start in. Five of Pentacles right here. There's something here telling me with any type of situation that you felt like was kind of hopeless in a certain sense, maybe coming to an end. You know, there could be an end or a light at the end of that tunnel, if you will. If you feel like, you know, you've been closed off, for some of you, it could be job, could be relationships for some of you that I can see here. But really, if you felt that you've been alone and just left to your own devices for a little while, there could be an ending to coming to that as well. There's a certain decision that may be starting to be made right now with this Two of Swords here as well. A certain decision process where, you know, I think any type of like indecision, doubt, all of that stuff may be coming to an end in a certain way. I say that because we got the Ace of Cups here. So as I said before, if it's a relationship that some of you are looking for, there could be new love coming along the way. But also any type of decision really that anyone has been mulling over or trying to figure out in their mind. There could be something more fulfilling right now that could be coming your way. An opportunity from the universe that could make you feel more emotionally fulfilled from whatever offer or opportunity may be presenting itself to you. And all of this is in your recent to distant past. Sorry about that. Forgot to say that. But basically saying that where, you know, there is a new opportunity. And if you really feel like you've been going through a certain decision, or there's something that just really, where you really felt like you were alone or in the cold, or just something was taking way too long, where you almost started to feel numb and indifferent to it. Now there could be new rejuvenation, new life being born and given to you right now. In your present moment for the month of January, we have the Eight of Cups right here. You know, it shows that you might be leaving a situation that was probably not meant for you. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune here, a Major Arcana card. But I really feel like if in January that if some of you are in the process of making a big decision where you're leaving an opportunity, understand that it just may not be for you. Maybe it was not meant to be, you know. This Eight of Cups, you know, there's a missing cup in this row right here. And what do we have here? A single chalice, something from the universe being given to you. So that missing cup is something here, one that actually gives you the full fulfillment without having to bring all these cups with you, if that makes sense. So one single cup of fulfillment, that is the complete picture, the oneness of it, you know? So there's something here that you may be doing that isn't fulfilling. It may fulfill certain things, like, you know, may give you the monetary security, or like, you know, maybe an easy job or an easy situation of some kind, you know. But ultimately, you know, it just doesn't fit the bill, if that makes sense. As I said before, that Wheel of Fortune card reversed, again, it's saying me that maybe it's just not destined to happen. Maybe it's not fated to be, you know. That Wheel of Fortune is saying, you know, it's just... maybe it just was there for a little bit, you know, but the wheel keeps on moving. Life keeps on moving. You know, if it was meant to stay there, it would stay there longer. But if you feel any type of dissatisfaction, if you feel like you are being left out in the cold or left wondering in a certain way, then that is more than enough reason that I could see here to want to leave that situation. We got the Queen of Wands in the center of your reading right here. Love seeing this because it's telling me, like, even though that you may want to leave this situation, you're going to be fine. You know, that Queen of Wands energy is telling me, like, you know, even if you leave, and despite how hard or difficult it may be, those little challenges and growing pains of transitioning to something new, you know, you're still going to be yourself. You're still going to feel self-reliant, self-confident, self-assured in your abilities of who you are and what you're capable of, you know. So I love to see that because it's just telling me that, you know, I think a lot of you, if this does resonate, are just ready to move on from something. There's something here that's telling me that there's something just not emotionally fulfilling right now that you just want to get out from. And you're realizing, like, you know, like you've run, like it's run its time, it's run its course, if you will. Talking about the future, let's see a few things. Number one, if this was a love reading for some of you, we got the Two of Cups, you know. So for some of you, it could be finding new love, you know. There could be new love on the way for you. Again, seeing that Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups as well. A rebirth, rejuvenation, love, you know, cup of love being shared by people, etc. We also got the Ace of Wands as well. So as I said, as you're leaving, this comes underneath that Eight of Cups. So it's saying, you know, as you're leaving the situation, you're starting a new journey. You know, you really are starting something new, a new adventure. And again, these cards I'm pulling up now are part of your future and outcomes. So here it's really telling me that, you know, you're going to embrace this journey, you know, with some enthusiasm, honestly. Because if you are, as I said, dissatisfied, you know, I think you would be willing to just try anything at this point, experiment and take a new path. Finally, we got the Eight of Wands here. So here is telling me really that for some of you, as you are going through this transition and making a big decision, possibly for some of you, that it's really important to focus on yourself. You know, don't put your energies out there where it's going to run thin and you're going to exhaust yourself or burn yourself out, or start giving your energy to people or situations that really don't need that aren't necessary or take priority in your life at this point. I think it is asking you, as you are going through this, to really focus on yourself as you find out exactly where it is you want to be heading, or what direction you want to be heading to find more fulfillment in your life, whatever it may be. But yeah, I mean, I see for some of you as we begin the new year, like there's something here that's run its course. And I think you're ready to separate from that in a certain sense and find even new love with yourself, new love in a certain relationship. I mean, it could be a relationship, obviously, but it could be, you know, even a business relationship, business partner, anything like that, you know, for some of you. Because I see here, there's just something here that is not, I don't know, that's just not working out for you, that I can see here, that you're just kind of over it, if that makes sense. So let's pull out some more cards for clarification. Yeah, that's done. Yep. Yeah, okay. Talk about dissatisfaction and being over it. Okay. We got the Ten of Swords here, ruin. Yeah, over it. Yeah, I mean, there's something here. I love seeing the tens in tarot all the time, despite how crazy this card may look to some of you. But it's really talking about the ending of something that is really has caused you pain in a certain sense, maybe some mental anguish. But yeah, you're letting that die. You're letting whatever that was that you had to choose between, whatever you're leaving behind, whether it be a person, a situation, a job, whatever it is, you're letting that die. Probably in your mind, they're already dead. In your mind, they don't take up space anymore. You don't even probably think of them the same way. You know, you think of them as something that just, I don't know, that happened. If that makes sense. And I love seeing the 10. Because as you can see, there's a man who's dead on the floor with all these swords, but it really is saying, you know, as I said, you let an old version die of whatever situation it was, but also of yourself. You let an old version of yourself who had to go through that die, and you transcend spiritually into a new version, someone that is not bound by that pain anymore, not stuck by it either. We got the Queen of Swords as well. Love seeing this. I think that is the transformation that happens from letting your old self die. You become more clear and have clarity, and you sit in a seat of power now, of knowing and understanding from the past, from your experiences. This comes in the same line as that Queen of Wands energy. So two very confident feminine energies here, talking about for January in your present. So use that to your advantage. The Queen of Swords is saying, like, you know, I know what I need to do. Queen of Wands is saying, I'm going to do it. So really it's saying, you know, that you cut the ties and then you make the action to move on. That's definitely what I can feel from those two. Finally, we got the Five of Cups here, loss of pleasure. Yeah, this is telling me whatever you are dissatisfied in, whether this situation or job or whatever it is may have like caused pain, hardship on you, taken its emotional toll, been just draining in any sense. That's what I get from this card, is saying, you know, those are the things that you are letting go. That's what is been missing, or that's what's been, like, you know, maybe at the forefront of this, where it's making you say, like, this is not worth it to stay in this situation anymore, to move on from it, and just to, you know, release myself from the pain, because the more I stay with this situation, it's just going to continue to hurt me in a certain sense. So let's pull out more cards for clarity. Let's see here. Joy. Absolutely. Yes. Create space. Yes. There's only light. Okay. So number one, joy. I think this is the biggest thing that you're going to find in January. By releasing things that no longer serve us and making room for things that do, you're going to find your joy that once, that ruin and that loss of pleasure that took its place, you know? But then by releasing yourself from those things, your joy will take up those space that took up, if that makes sense. Sorry, I just rambled for a minute. But basically, you're going to find joy. Let me put it that way. Basically, you will find joy by going through this process, by letting things go that are disappointing, and you will have more room for joy in your life. That's what I meant to say. Finally, we got create space. As I said before, that idea of mental anguish and pain, emotional displeasure and dissatisfaction, you know, getting rid of those things and creating more space in your life for new opportunities to exist, for your joy to exist, and for anything else. As I said, with that Ace of Wands, you may be going on a new adventure of some kind, leaving things behind. You want to make sure that your baggage is light, that you have enough room to take on these new opportunities and have the time, the energy, the space for them so that you can help nurture them, make them grow, make them part of your life if that's what you want to happen. Finally, there is only light. I love that because, you know, as I said here, I'm looking at that Queen of Wands energy, and as I said before, I think this is something that is more like, oh, I know this already. You know, like there is only light, you know, like everything is not happening to me, it's happening for me, you know, and I think that, as I said, that Queen of Wands energy is right in the middle of your spread. So I don't think you're losing enthusiasm from any of this. I think a lot of you already knew that this was coming to an end, whatever situation it was, and that it's run its course, you know, and you understand, like, it's fine. You know, that's the way life works. You know, this is all for my good. This is all meant to be happening this way. So I love that for some of you. That does resonate. You know, that's confidence. And that's key to life, to understand that's how life works. Devotion. Again, devotion for self. I really feel that. You know, when you are leaving a situation, and I see that Queen of Wands, where so self-assured, so confident in herself, you know, I think you just are devoted to yourself, where you are, again, living the way life is meant to be lived, playing by its rules, and you are not being fazed by it, even though this could be a difficult situation. You know that it's for your best. You know that it's meant to happen for some of you. So there, I think it's like really shows that you're devoted to yourself to do whatever it takes to make whatever you want happen. You know, whatever outcome that you want, whatever situation, relationship, career, you know, whatever it is, goal, it doesn't matter, you know, but you're devoted to yourself to make it happen, and you understand there's going to be trials and tribulations, but that's life. But understanding that there is only light in that, you know. Love seeing this reading. So yeah, that's kind of what I see for you Virgos in January 2024. Leaving a lot of things that you know are not meant for you anymore, and you're going to be opening up to new things, new healing, new adventures, and you're going to be working on yourself and finding love, self-love along the way, if that makes sense. So if this reading did resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button. If you like, leave a comment as well. I love hearing from you guys. And also consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't. Would love to keep in touch for future videos. But that's all I got for you right now. I want to say thank you and appreciate you so much for watching. And I will talk to you really soon. Goodbye.